Hello, my name is Margery, and welcome to year 1346 of our Ultimate Decade Challenge. I am actually super excited. It has not been a month for you guys, but it's been a month for me since the final episode. Well, not the final, but since year 1345, since I've recorded it. So I actually don't fully recall what I was doing or whatever my plans were. I know we had a handful of babies born. Oliver died. Humphrey did not die, but Cornelius died. Leonard aged up, and there's a bunch of kids going around somewhere. So it's early in the morning, and there are a few things I want to get done because these next couple of years are going to be a lot. 1347, we're rolling for the boys to see who is and is not going to war. And then 1348 is the plague, which by the time you've seen this episode, well, actually, I'll go ahead and announce it now, but I'll also be making a community post. Basically, we all know just how terrible my luck is when it comes to, I'll just go ahead and play this. We all basically know how terrible my luck is when it comes to flipping coins, or doing anything, actually. If you saw the famine, if you see the way Amir keeps dying every 3 months, you know that my luck is atrocious. And so I want to give myself a little bit of leeway with the plague. And here's the thing. You all get to decide for me. You all get to choose 3 characters, 3 Sims out of everyone. It could be between this video and the video for 1347, as well as my community post. I'll round up all 3 and see what we get. 3 Sims who I won't roll for the plague at all, who will survive the plague. Yes, the only stipulation I have is Alice is not able to be saved. So if she dies during the plague, she just dies. And that's because I want to give a fair chance to everyone else. I love Alice. She's absolutely my favorite out of everyone so far. But she's lived her life. She has grandkids, young kids, older kids. Her bloodline is pretty successful. And I think it would be unfair to everyone else to not give them that much of a chance, you know? So that being said, y'all let me know between this episode and the next episode. And once again, I'll make a community post to make the options much more clear. And we'll be deciding how to go about that then. It's thundering outside, so I'm trying to stay kind of close. But we do have things we need to do, unfortunately. So what do I want to do this episode? I want Margery to kind of get to know these boys a bit more. In my spare time, I aged them down just to see who she was more or less attracted to. She's attracted to every single one of them in varying levels, but still she thinks all of them are attractive. So it's less of a who does she think is more or less attractive and more of a who is she going to go with. Also, I couldn't add this guy to my thing last time. This is him, Mahe Jones. He's a teenager, which is why he has the extremely attractive one. Just like Malachi, who is still my top pick. He is from Sulani. And I don't know if y'all can see, he has a little bit of, I can't remember the name of the skin thing right now, but he has that vitiligo, there we go, on his face. And he is a beast master, so he breeds wolves, like hunting wolves and all that, and sells them to make his money, which I think it'd be interesting. But yeah, so we'll probably be getting used to those prospects. And then I actually don't remember how old she is. How much? She just turned into a teenager, 1344, and it's 1336. Yeah, I want to have her married in 1337. Or should I wait till after the plague in case she doesn't survive? I'll have her engaged. I want to get her married in 1337, for better or for worse. You know, they don't know that the plague is coming. Just because I do, I don't want to like stop them from living their life and fear the future, you know, because they don't know that that's happening. So yes, y'all can like small talk. I'm so glad that these two get along. I think they really need each other. I feel so bad for Mary because once Margery leaves, she's essentially on her own. You know, she can't really talk badly about her husband in front of their children, her mother-in-law, or, you know, his little brothers, you know. So Hopefully wherever Margery goes, it's not too far and she can visit. I was gonna say more than Nura, but here she is. You shouldn't be. You should definitely be in Willow Creek, but whatever. I think Mary might be pregnant. Her hunger and bladder is going down pretty quickly. I don't remember if I made them woohoo at the end of last episode, but I guess I must have. Alice has just been out in this terrible weather doing some more foraging because we don't have a lot of fall crops to plant. These are all apple trees, but we need to fill up all of this other stuff. What the heck was that? That was lightning, but what did it strike? I have no clue. Okay, it's 3 a.m. the next day. Mary is the first one up, and she has realized that she is in fact pregnant, and she's not too happy about it. I'm sorry, Mary. This is unfortunately not going to be your last child. Let's get her situated. She's feeling okay. So, I don't know. Is she too tense to cook? Unwanted child on the way. I know. I'm sorry, Mary. Hopefully it's a girl this time. You had 2 boys. Maybe it'd be a girl this time. I can't get over how much Leonard just took after Nawaf's traits. I'm still surprised by that. I did remember that just now. What? Oh no. Okay, something's going on with Mary's pregnancy. And she and Amir summoned a carriage and are just rushing. The storm just passed. They're just rushing to the local medic, doctor, plague doctor, whatever it's called. They're rushing to the local doctor, local midwives to make sure everything's okay. She's super early in her pregnancy. What is this? Amir saw some distress, and that's always sad and scary. I feel like he's more scared about the unborn baby than he is about his wife. TBH. A sad reality, but a reality nonetheless. Oh no. Mary had a miscarriage, and urn was added to her inventory. With that, she can name the lost baby and mourn. Oh no, Mary. This is my first time having a sim miscarry as well. Oh. I'm sorry, baby. That's really sad. Not gonna stay on this topic for too long, but she lost the baby, unfortunately. So let's get some food in you and let you rest for the rest of the day. A nice bath and some rest, at the very least. Okay, so I sent Mary off foraging just so she can get some time alone. She should be in bed resting, but she's a sim and is not going to do that. So instead, we're going to... Oh, that was a fast span. I know for a fact when I edit, it's not going to keep up with that. But we're going to get Margery started and call over the young lads, the potential suitors who will be courting her today. What are you doing? You just holding your nephew? Fine by me. That's your little brother, actually. I actually cannot recall who is who. Here's Malachi. See, he's early. He came as soon as possible. Tell him a joke. Tell him an unbelievable story. Let's get to know him some more because I actually don't remember most of his traits. And let's just interact with the people around. Vivian Bard. We can try, but I'm pretty sure this was the lad who was gay as well. But we'll see. She likes all of them. Just because my top choice is Malachi does not mean that it has to be hers. He's feeling a bit dazed, so he must have had a rough night. The night was rough as well for us, but not really for Margery. Honestly, for Mary more than anyone. Okay, look at this. Look at this lineup of men, by the way. Look at all these suitors. Different backgrounds, traits, different genetics. This is nice. Yeah, you stand out the most, sir. It's really difficult to do this in group settings, so I'm wondering if I should have done this one by one. And honestly, I think I'm gonna do that instead. What the heck? Oh, I had her get the mail. I didn't mean to do that. Um, yeah, she's getting closest with Malachi, but it's difficult in group settings like this. So what I'm gonna do is end the gathering, and I'll invite certain people over one by one at the top of the list, and then we'll get rid of them accordingly, right? So he's about to leave, so I'll give them a few seconds to head out. Oh, and their torsos and below are sticking out of the ground as they cloud gaze. Lovely. That's exactly what I like to see. Oh, is this because I called y'all out? So how do you feel about this guy now? What have we learned? Not much, and it's going up pretty quick, pretty slowly. He's a cheerful guy, but honestly, because of how slow this is going, I'll try to get to know him one more time. Oh, we can't. I'm gonna take him out of the running. I feel like it's going too slow. So you can head on out. You can go. And let's invite over Jonathan, our little Fae. He looks like he just doesn't belong. He looks like he's trying so hard. Maybe he's a changeling. He's active. Okay, these two seem to be getting along a lot quicker than her and Edmund. Amir is burned out. Yeah, that's fine. And they're purchase animal. Nura, do this in your own time. Okay. I guess, but I don't know. Do that on your own time. We're gonna go see the twins tomorrow anyways because it's their birthday, so we'll be seeing them pretty soon. So how do you and Jonathan feel? He's an archer, he's active, he's educated. Oh, these two are getting along a lot more than her and Edmund were. So I'm gonna keep Jonathan in the running for now. I'm gonna say he's a pretty big prospect. You're getting along with the Fae, Margery. How does that feel? Oh my gosh, can y'all please? Everybody wants to talk in the kitchen. All right, it is Wednesday, and we are taking a quick break to go stop into our side households because we have a few birthdays to go ahead and do, and also a few updates as well. So first off, here is Stephen as an adult. He aged up into an adult at the end of the previous episode, I believe. We're not here to age him up, though. We are here to age up his wife, Lynota, who is turning into a young adult. Now, as y'all know, these guys have been having some fertility problems. Unbeknownst to them, it's because of him. He has no fertility. Actually, their first child was an actual miracle, and their second was procreated using magical potions, a fertility potion that they bought from like a traveling witch. And so I thought that, all of his pregnancies that he's allowed could be had using these potions. And of course, a lot of you have made it clear in the comments that, while this can be done, it probably shouldn't be done without repercussions, which I honestly 100% agree with. So the repercussion okay, everybody's moving around trying to get like a cool angle. The repercussion I've come in mind is this. I have these traits that I rarely use, Chingyu's supernatural reward traits, and they come with a long list of basically supernatural reward traits. They're 51 reward points. There we go. So they're super easy to get, and I can give reward points to children, including these traits. Now, I figure that it should be a 50-50 chance for the children who were created using the potions. 50-50 chance once they hit childhood, I flip a coin, and if they get heads, they're fine, but if they get tails, they get one of these negative traits, which I will put on a wheel when the time comes, or probably put on at the end of this episode. I'm hesitant to do that because, there's a chance of every single one of them dying in like the next 2 years, but I'm just going to bypass these regular traits and use cursed, haunted, inhuman, just because it takes out fun and social needs. Poisoned, possessed, and tormented. And so I was going to put all of those in a will. And if the child who was created using the fertility potion reached childhood, I was going, and they, flipped to see that they got one of these negative setbacks, one of these negative magical setbacks, then I would spin a wheel to see if they get one of those traits. I would be bypassing the more positive ones like um angel or blessed and stuff like that. So let me know what y'all think. I haven't done it yet. The first child was created is honestly a miracle baby and was not created using magical means, but Ralph and any future children they have probably will be. Well, Ralph is, and the future children probably will be. But we're not here for that at the moment. I wonder if I should go ahead and have them woohoo while I'm here. But Lynota, it is your big day. I'll have her go ahead and take out the trash. I forgot to change the diapers, but your husband could probably do that. We are going to age her up real quick, and I'll probably have them woohoo before I move on to the next household while I'm here, just in case. But let's do this. She is a teen. She's aging up into a young adult, and I will be rolling for her. We want to avoid numbers 2, 6, 11, 13, and 14. I actually didn't even have a D20 out. Let's get that. 2, 6, 11, 13, and 14. So let's roll. Oh no. Lynota got a 2. And I don't do save rolls for my side households. No, I should really like Lynota. Okay, so she would have been non-committal, which clearly they're both polyamorous, but non-committal, adventurous, and scary. Aw, that's sad. I guess she wanted to be a serial romantic at the end. But okay, I'm sorry, Lynota. This is the end of your rap. I guess she must have got like a little sick. Honestly, the plague didn't pop out of nowhere, so maybe she got like a very, very early onset version of the plague, or perhaps just a different illness altogether. But she's dying from poison. No, Lynota. Oh, that was a terrible. I'm sorry, Lynota. Ugh, how tragic. I was about to have them woohoo and everything, so no need for that. And instead, Stephen must now search for a new wife. Once he's done mourning, which will take 15 million years, because Stephen mourns forever. These frequent deaths before the plague cannot be a good sign at all. Stephen, what are you gonna do? I feel so bad for him. I do. And the baby's just sleeping. He doesn't even know his mother just died. We've got to find Stephen a new wife. Oh, but oh no. If he goes off to war, he's probably gonna have to give the children to his mother to watch until he gets back. Well, if he doesn't, he'll be here and he'll definitely have to remarry because he got how many pregnancies? Let me pull my book back out. How many pregnancies do you get? He gets 5 more pregnancies. How tragic. Okay, Graham, I need you to work a bit more quickly, buddy. Thank you. All right, well, on that terrible note, wow, they just had breakfast together. He's got to go to work. He he wanted to expand his family and go on dates and stuff. He still obviously is in love with Margery, but his wife just died. His first love just died. Oh, Stephen. Somehow he ends up getting the short end of the stick no matter what. But let's move on because we actually have a lot more to do. All right, on to Willow Creek, and it is actually also the twins' birthday. So I'm going to go ahead and age up Nura. I know we said that she could possibly have 2 pregnancies, but there hasn't been a reason for her to go that route, you know? So I'm keeping an open mind, but that's also if she survives her adult role. So let's just go ahead, rip the band-aid off, get it over with, because the pre-plague deaths are a little insane. It's a little insane. So once again, we want to avoid numbers 2, 6, 11, 13, and 14. What do you get? She got a 17, so she survives to her young adulthood. And she is a home wrecker. This actually matches all of her other stuff. She wants to break up other Sims relationships. So I guess this says it. She's been here with her secret lover for all this time, raising her child, essentially. And the only thing standing in the way of them two is her husband, like legally on paper. But there's nothing wrong with a widow and her friend staying together, especially if that friend works for her. So, during this time period, men and women could divorce. Women had a few more rights before the rest of them were taken for the next few centuries. But I think the best way to go about this, especially to keep the lifestyle they have and keep the money and everything, would be for her to kill him somehow. These Sims love to break up other relationships. They get flirted around romantic interests or in committed relationships with someone else. Or maybe she just likes, maybe she's never going to do all that. Maybe she just likes the thrill. Maybe she just likes the thrill of being with a married woman. Who knows? Who knows? There's a dastardly one. Here it is. Heartbreaker. She doesn't want to destroy her own love life. She just, I don't know. I guess soulmate. Because she's been down for Christina for a long time. And clearly she's not going anywhere, to the point where she likes the thrill of knowing that she's sneaking around someone else's husband. So shout out to this guy, I guess. And these two have not had another child, so I don't know, if something happens and worse comes to worse, and he seems okay for now. Their relationship's fine. He doesn't seem like he's too peeved about not having an heir. But if worse comes to worse, he maybe Nura will be able to step in and tell him that she will provide that heir for him as a way to get even closer to Christina without it seeming suspicious. Because right now they can only be a certain amount of close because it's suspicious. But if she becomes an official mistress, then, who knows what will happen. Girl, what the heck? Okay, I'm leaving. Let's go age up her twin and see what Nasir has going on in his household. Oh, I actually had no idea his wife was pregnant. She can give birth at any moment. Okay. I'm not going to be able to stay with her for the rest of the episode as I normally would like to. So hopefully I get a pop-up on screen giving me the chance to name the baby. If not, I will roll and rename the baby afterwards. But these guys are doing pretty okay. They're still in love with each other. Everything's fine. Is it the baby's birthday? Oh, the baby's birthday is tomorrow. So I will be back to 2 households to age up the infants tomorrow. But for now, it is Nasir's birthday. So let's go ahead and age him up. And then we'll worry about his daughter tomorrow. Hopefully he survives this. I cannot express how much I want him to survive this. Let's roll. We know the numbers. She got a 5. I can't remember if that was a number or not. So I did not know the numbers. 2, 6, 11. Okay, he also survived. So the twins also survived. The only young adult loss we had this episode was Lynota, meaning Stephen will have to remarry at some point. But look at these. These two make such a handsome couple. But I'll be back to see, what's your name? Thelka. Yes, to see Thelka's baby once it's born. She seems like she's had a much better pregnancy. She probably, if she's in her 3rd trimester now, that means she was already pregnant before Mary. She was a little pregnant. She was most likely had to have been pregnant before Mary got pregnant. So I'll be back. Hopefully I'll have a boy, because you have a little girl. Don't get me wrong, Petronilla is adorable. She is a cutie pie for sure. Look at her. But I want all of you to have at least 1 or 2 heirs, because I am frightened. But I'll let these guys live in peace for now. And wait, I didn't even age them up. Oh, let me go back and do that. All right, what traits did you get, guy? It can't be any worse than the things you already have. You're aromantic. Buddy, you're married. So he's going to get even more uncomfortable around his wife because he no longer has an interest in anything romantic. You are literally, okay, this doesn't make sense because we have a whole storyline where his hostility, God, I cannot remember what I recorded last time. I'm pretty sure it was like his hostility and everything was kind of going away and that he was like on his knees for Thelka. I'm re-rolling that. Outgoing. Logical, active, cool. Okay, you know, now that he's a knight and changed villages, he probably is a bit more outgoing. Yeah, bodybuilder. Go for it. Nice. She came. Is she watching you through the window? Is there a window there? Oh yeah, she was peeking out, see what she was up to. Alright, now we can go back for real this time. Alright, Margery invited over this suitor. Legitimately don't know his name, so that's not a good sign. Jordan. Okay, I thought it was Jordan in the back of my head. So I'll let y'all know how this goes. Okay, I've tried to cloud gaze with this guy like 3 times, and each time he refuses. So I'm gonna take that as a bad sign that he is not the one meant for us. He's a goofball, materialistic, and works as a diplomat. I feel like I believe she had the serious personality. Yeah, she's a bit too serious, bit more serious than he is. Which is interesting because he's older than her, but their personalities would not click at all. Clearly they don't already. So that's what I'm gonna say happened there. I'm also having all the ladies take care of the household while Amir's away. Stephen spread some juicy gossip about Nura. I guess Stephen must have found out about Nura's relationship and told their mama. He's snitching. Alright. So let's invite over Malachi, who I have high hopes for, but at the moment, the highest bidder is Jonathan. Malachi, I need you to come in clutch, buddy. But it's looking like it's Jonathan, guys. Oh, these two are getting along very well, actually. Uh-oh. Jonathan, you've got competition. Wait, okay. Oh my god, it went away. Thelka Smith had 1 female baby with Nasir. Okay, they had another girl. I wish I got a pop-up in the middle of my screen that let me name it, considering I have the household saved. But, I'm going back tomorrow, so I'll roll to see if they survive tomorrow. And, yeah, because it'll also give me a chance to rename the baby, assuming the baby survives to infancy. So as you can see, we are narrowing everything down. Jonathan and Malachi are the top 2 in the running so far. I'm going to have her take a bit of a food break. Then we'll invite over Alan. And then we'll do the last 3 tomorrow. And then we'll use 1347 to actually make the final decision. And if she survives the plague, maybe get married in 1348. But Malachi is a little bit ahead of Jonathan. But I think that's because they autonomously cloud gazed again. I didn't tell them to, they just did it on their own. And I gave him a bit more of a headway than Jonathan. But we still have Alan, Swithin, Vivian, and Mahe. So we will see how that goes. Oh, he even sat down and joined us for dinner. Oh, maybe you can meet him. You're not in the best state to be doing that, but why are you so dirty? Oh yeah, because she went foraging a few times. Well, you can talk to this suitor. She has another lined up and on the way. Let's get Alan in here. But let's see. I invited over Alan. Here we go. Will you live up to the same expectations as Jonathan and Malachi, dear Alan? We'll see. Let's get this started, I guess. All right. I don't think Alan is a good contender. He keeps walking away while she's talking, which is just rude. Just rude. So you know what? You can go. He's clearly not interested in holding an intelligent conversation with Margery. So let's get him out of here. Malachi and Jonathan are still at the top, so tomorrow we'll see about Swithin, Vivian, and Mahe, and go from there. So you get to clean up for the rest of the night. You can take a bath, and I'm just got this tree. I'll get these guys situated for the rest of the night, and then we'll actually pop back in the side households to age up the infants and see what the newborn has got going on. Okay, we're here with Stephen, who in the past 3 months, he has kind of gotten used to the single father life. He's taken up doing all the chores himself, and when he's at work with his diplomat job, he leaves the kids with a trusted adult. We're gonna say that he most likely gives them to his mom and then picks them up on his way home. So just pretend when we're with the other family that there's kids there. But yes, he's not even thinking about remarrying, anything like that. He still has like another year and a half or so of mourning before he even attempts that. So, oh, I'm sure he's missing Lynota a lot. It's All Souls Day, which I'm not sure if it's too soon or if it's fitting, but he's trying to live in a moment and be there for his sons as much as he can. Speaking of being there for his sons, it is time to age up little baby Ralph. Let me make sure I'm on the right kid, right? Ralph? Yes, it is baby Ralph's birthday. So let us go ahead and age him up. And I'll get the die ready. So he's becoming a toddler. We want to avoid numbers 4, 8, and 12. He rolled a 20. So he survives to his toddlerhood. So he gets to run around with his brother. He's a charmer and inquisitive. Oh, he is super cute. I'm so upset that we lost Lynota. I'm so upset that we lost Lynota. I loved her so much. I wanted them to have at least a daughter to see who that daughter would take after, but it's fine. Kason. Oh, this must be his cousins from his mom's side. All right. Let me give little baby Ralph a makeover, and then we're gonna head over to Stephen's household. And here is little baby Ralph. He's inherited his father's intense freckles, which I think is freckles, which I think is super, super cute compared to his brother's like freckleless skin. They have very clear differences, but for right now, they look pretty alike. Or they have different lip shapes. Well, anyways, I think that Ralph is just as adorable as his older brother, and I'm excited to see what they look like when they grow up. But yeah, let's head over to Stephen because you have to age up Petronilla and see what's up with his wife and the newborn before possibly aging up the newborn. All right, here we are. Before we get started with anything else, we need to roll for Thelka to see if she even survived the birth. We want to avoid number 1. She got a 2. Wow, okay. That was very, very close. And for the baby, you want to avoid numbers 5, 10, 15, and 20. And she got a 3. Okay, so both Thelka and the newborn survived. And now we get to roll for Petronilla. And her name is Maria. Honestly, I think that's close enough for this time period. Yeah, I'll let it slide. Or do I? Oh, I have a whole wheel. I want to use my will. I'm gonna change her name and use my picker will because I worked hard on it. And there's a lot of names. I'm gonna use it. So her name will not be Maria unless I don't even think a Maria is an option on this thing. No, there's a Mary, Marcella, Marjorie, Margaret, Mabel. Okay, whatever. She's gonna get a new name, but first things first, let's age up her big sister. Amir, you're not Amir. Nasir, do you want to do the honors? And age up your eldest daughter. Maybe I'll have these two woohoo while I'm here. Come on, that was a rainy fall day in Willow Creek. I'm surprised he's not at work. But he's still a teenager. He doesn't go till later, does he? Let's age up your daughter. Wow, I was very unprepared. She's aging up into a toddler. We want to avoid numbers 4, 8, and 12. She got... No, she got a 12. Okay. I'm sorry, Petronella. You... She's so cute. I can't. No. She... okay, I'll be back. Okay. So maybe she... God, I don't even know. Maybe she also caught like an early version of the plague as well. I'm so sad. This is terrible omen. God, this is supposed to be the easy part. Okay. Petronelle, I'm sorry. Maybe rabid rodent fever. Maybe she got bit by like a rat or something. She was laying on the kitchen floor. And, you know, the plague was carried by rats. So, yeah, I'm sorry, Home Slice. You deserve better. She's so cute. I feel so bad. She did not deserve that. I'm sorry, girl. Let's get a look at just how pretty she is. Or was. I pressed caps lock. I didn't mean to do that. But she had freckles! This is a travesty. Nasir, you've got to put her down. Step away. I'm sorry, girl. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a natural death for sure. For sure. Well, maybe her sister will make it. I should have had them try for a baby before they lost a child, because now it's gonna be, Yeah, and I'm not pleading because this is a side household. I'm sticking by that rule I made for myself. No! This is a travesty! Okay, let's... Where's the baby? Upstairs? Yeah. Okay, let's, you're already headed up here. Can you age up this one? And let's go ahead and roll for this child as well while I'm here. Okay? It can't go worse than this. I mean, why did I say that? Why did I say that? Okay, this baby is aging up into an infant. We want to avoid numbers 4... What? 12, 16, and 18. There we go. She got a 2, so she survives. Oh, she looks just like her mama so far. Come on. She is a wiggly infant, which is fine. But she's got freckles that are definitely not those pink ones, so I'll fix that in just a bit. And... yeah. So I'll take these guys into Creative Sim. Maybe I'll get these two to Woohoo, but they're a bit too sad to do all that. Yeah. I'll let them wait. I'll come back off camera or something and have them do that. So I'll just take little... Actually, we can rename her right now while I'm here. Get my wheel out. What is your new name? He's talking to Grim Reaper like they're friends. I mean, I guess he is at this point. Her new name is Blanche. Okay. Little baby Blanche. Let me get her situated and made over. And last but not least, this is little baby Blanche, who I can already tell is going to look just like her mother. I can already see it. I am missing Petronille already, but Blanche is just as cute in her own little way. She has beautiful eyes. I'm so excited to see what she looks like if she grows up. I have to start saying if at this point, because nothing's ever promised to me. She looks just like Thelka, don't she? Yeah, let me look at her mouth again. Yeah, I think those are Thelka's lips. Well, actually, it could be her dad's. Actually, yeah, I don't know whose lips she has quite yet, or like whose nose or anything she has, but regardless, oh, it looks like it's looking like Thelka's nose. But she is a cutie patootie, and I'm excited to see more of her. And yeah, unfortunately, she never got to meet Petronilla, which is so sad. You know, look how gentle this guy is being. For someone that literally terrorized his younger siblings, he is extremely gentle with his own family. I'm sure he's also sad because he lost the eldest daughter today, and the other one he's got clutched tight within his arms. So I'll leave him and Thelka to celebrate this birthday, but also mourn on All Souls Day, with just the same day they lost their child. So let's get this urn out of the kitchen and maybe let's put it back here next to the garden. Goodbye, Petronilla. And let's head back to the main household because we still got to narrow down Margery's potential prospects. Hopefully get her engaged / married next year. And yeah, and then we'll be ready for the plague, or as ready as we possibly can be. The entire household is feeling super depressed because of all the deaths happening, particularly Petronilla's and I noticed together. So this fool, he has braces. So we're inviting over our third to last guy. This is a guy named Swithin. I don't remember anything I said about him to begin with. So let's go ahead and introduce ourselves. I know you're feeling super sad, Margery. Now's not the best time, but life must go on. Amir's brothers are having such a difficult go of it. I feel so bad. All right, Swithin is not working out. I think we must take him out of the running. He keeps walking away, and then there's times where she's just having a casual conversation, and he's just like, he's getting upset with her. And it's annoying. So get out. Go away. Leave. So we can invite someone worth our time. He was very close to it, but it was a fight to get there. It was nowhere near as easy as Jonathan and Malachi. So Vivian, it's your turn. All right. They were kind of getting along, but I think he put an end to it. I think they'd be much better friends than lovers. I could see that. So she's gonna take a break and eat, and then we're gonna do our final prospect. Like, see, they were getting along kind of well, but I guess they got more of a friend sense. Also, is Vivian the gay one, or was it the other guy? I don't know, and we'll never know now. And last, we'll have Mahe, and if that doesn't work, then next episode we will officially narrow it down between Jonathan and Malachi. Malachi is a little ahead of Jonathan in the running at the moment, but once she eats, we'll see how we feel about Malachi and then move from there. And here he is in the flesh. Isn't he just super handsome? He's got freckles, I think a couple of beauty spots, as well as the patch of vitiligo there. And I don't know, he just looks so cool to me. So let's get started with getting to know him, and hopefully it goes well. Okay, and at the end of this episode, we have discovered that she gets along with Mahe very well. I'd honestly say Mahe and Malachi are probably the top two, and Jonathan now at the bottom. So she clearly has a thing for Sulani men and interesting ones like Jonathan. So I'm not sure. We will figure out who she wants to be with. She thinks that all of them are attractive because Mahe is a teenager. He's a page as well, but that's incorrect slightly. She thinks he's extremely attractive, but she thinks the same thing about Malachi and Jonathan as well. Or she thinks Jonathan's very attractive. I can't remember much about Malachi. Until she's a young adult, I won't know. But Yes, so y'all let me know, who are you reading for out of these three? I know Malachi was a fan favorite, but honestly, Mahe is growing on me as well. Keep in mind, while she is like a bit flirtatious, she is a very serious girl and an art lover. She wants someone who won't diminish her intellect and will be, intellectually stimulating, as well as, I don't know, there for her physically and emotionally as well. She wants a pretty well rounded guy. And I don't know, I think they all have different variations of what she wants. I feel like Jonathan is probably the most intelligent, but I think that Malachi is the most well rounded. And Mahe um, is the most, like, not that he's unintelligent, but I think he's the most emotionally intelligent because he has the sensitive trait. I don't know anything about his other traits. Malachi has he's a child of the ocean, self-assured, and family-oriented, which she would love. Um, and Jonathan, he's a genius, active, and loyal. So Malachi is in the middle. Mahe is on one end of the spectrum of things she wants, and Jonathan is on the other end. Keep in mind, Jonathan is a fae. So whether or not they'll stay here in the human realm and whether or not she'll be able to see her family as much as she wants to or would like to might not happen. We don't know that much about Jonathan and what exactly he wants out of a relationship with a human. It's not even like she's a queen or anything like that. She's just a regular girl who happens to have a bit more money than a peasant. But with that all said and done, I hope this bad omen does not continue into 1348. But we have next episode's 1347 to compete with that. We'll be seeing how many of our men are going off to war. We'll be seeing if I had Amir and Mary Woohoo, so we'll be seeing if she's pregnant. If not, I'll just have them try some more right before he goes, if he goes. And yeah, don't forget to tell me who it is you would like to see saved based off of the losses we've had today. Who would you like to see saved from the plague? Yeah, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe as well. Bye.